Happy Wednesday! Happy Wednesday! Just chilling here in my snood. Oh yeah, totally am. I think I've got it upside down, haven't I? Look, we're not even the right way around. But hi, happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you're well. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I mean, barely a minute, but you know, what's that between friends? I hope you're well. I must say a huge thank you to my friends at Knots and Buttons who have sorted me out with this. They make them for animals and stuff and dogs and things, and maybe that's where Gay Goose got his. Anyway, amazing. It's a bit warm, so I mean, wearing that all evening inside, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So that is very sweet. Handmade, look, K&B, knobs and buttons. There's probably an innuendo in there as well, if you fancy it. Just smarten myself up, sort out my wrinkles and everything. Hello, everybody. I hope you're well. Hi from Somerset. You've got one of those snoods on your dogs. Good. Hello, Team Clueless from Cyprus signing in. How's the weather in Cyprus? Hoglog's back. Yes, Hoglog's over there with Gay Goose. I think they're the duo. They're just the duo, aren't they? We can't have one without the other. And Russell Weeks is here. Evening, Team Weeks and Loki, the hard of hearing dog, are here. Is the dog hard of hearing? The Peters family are here. The Bash Street kids are checking in. Hi from Tooting, Xavier Greenwood. Hello, Zavi. Zav, Amy and Alice. The O'Gradiators from Cambridge. Very good, I like it. Team names coming in already. And if you're new to this, well, hello to you. Red wine tonight, I know. Old beautiful assistant, the husband Tom, made, I don't mind telling you, some very nice arrabbiata pasta. Homemade, very fresh. You wouldn't want to be near me in person, but yeah, delicious. And a bit of pizza, why not? So it had to be a bit of vin rouge to go with it. Not Chianti to finish off the Italian style, but there we are. Welcome to all of our regulars. Welcome to our newbies. Look, this is Nick's Pub Quiz. We're going to do 40 quiz questions, general knowledge. We'll do 20, then we'll have a little bit of a breather, then we'll do another 20. We'll mark the first half before we go on to the second. You'll have a team name, whether you're on your own or whether you're with friends or hooking up via Zoom and House Party and WhatsApp, whatever it is. It's all just for fun. That's it. We write the answers down on paper with a pen or a pencil. And then we mark them. The answers only go in the chat if you're a twat. So don't do that. But I can't stop you. And if you're at home playing along and someone puts the answers and you don't want to see it, you can just wipe that away from the screen, I believe. So just do that. You know, it's not a place for hate. It's a place for fun. That's what Nick's Pub Quiz is all about. Well done to all of you that have been placing bits of Nick's Pub Quiz stash orders. Oh yes, I've started to get the notifications that people are getting their little bits and pieces. Yeah, I am very keen to start seeing those appear once deliveries start to arrive. I haven't got any of my own yet. Yeah, if you want to get your hands on some Nick's Pub Quiz stash, then it is at the Threadless store, lifecommentary.threadless.com for our US and North American friends in Canada, and it's on, thanks Team Pavey, and it's on Redbubble as well. There are also some lovely Life Commentary tea towels. But anyway, enough about me flogging the old merch. Shameless, isn't he? Shameless. He got vaguely somewhere because we supported him, and now what he does is bloody sell stuff at us. The Wandsworth Winos, I'm assuming you're here. East Grinstead 2s, Hertfordshire Massive, Sear Greeners, maybe Daniel the Spaniel and Sprocket, the other one. Can we have a Ken Bruce welcome to Uncle David? Well, welcome to Radio 2. Cheers, everybody. I hope you're well. We're going to do the next pub quiz selfie. In fact, if we're going to do the pub quiz selfie, I've got to have the snood back on, haven't I? Let's get it the right way round, so at least I'm matching Gay Goose. If you're unaware of what we're about to do, then you need to gather yourself around your smart TV, your phone, your laptop, whatever it is, and we're all going to take a picture. You're going to put it on your Instagram or your Twitter with the hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. No apostrophe, nothing. So that's what we're going to do in a second. I shall, maybe I'll bring Gay Goose to the fore for this, so that this really works. We can all get in. If you've got anything rainbow to grab it now. And we can do our selfie before we get started. And we will get started, I promise, at some point before Friday. All right, so I think we're in a good position for this one. So let's do the next pub quiz selfie picture in 3, 2, 1. That worked? Have we got that? I hope so. Getting a bit scraggy around the ear. I know, isn't it? I thought I'd have it cut by tonight, but my beautiful assistant's been very busy. But maybe by Friday, maybe by Saturday. We'll see. Trying to get the product to hide a multitude of sins. But anyway, welcome one, welcome all. Eyes down for a full house. Let's play next pub quiz. Sorry. Hello from Abu Dhabi. Hello to all of you wherever you are playing, and to Texas, who says the music every time we play the music. So that's nice. To Siobhan Keating, who says good doggies. Siobhan, Jez, Alfie, Brendan, Pauline and Jack. Plenty of you out there playing. Happy Wednesday to you, Stewie and Keith in London. Nice username. Make it nice and short and easy for me to read. Thank you. Hi from the Torquay Twits. Careful on which vowel you use. All right, we are ready to get underway. I hope you're all ready. It's pen and paper time. That's what we do here on Next Pub Quiz. 1,000 of you odd are here already. God love you for being here. Right, question 1. What is the capital of Nepal? What is the capital of Nepal? Made me think of my nipple. I thought I'd better tidy this up a bit. What's the capital of Nepal? That's question number 1 on our Wednesday Nick's Pub Quiz number 13. Unlucky for some, eh? Shout out to the Savills playing as Team Gin'll Fix It in Huddersfield. 13 from 13. Been with me from the very beginning. I know many of you have. Many of you have. That was question 1, capital of Nepal. Question number 2. What is the currency of Hong Kong? What is the currency of Hong Kong? Clink. Hannah, you've been staring at world maps all week, but you still haven't got a clue to the first one. Well, it's a shame, innit? That's question 2, the currency of Hong Kong. And don't forget, if you do want to write in the chat and you just want to write something that might be an answer, it's wrong answers only in the chat. That's how we like to play it here. Here in Tooting, the place I'm trying to make the centre of the universe. Question 2, the currency of Hong Kong. Question number 3, spider, squirrel and proboscis are species of which animal? Luke's back with a bowl of Angel Delight in his hand. Not a euphemism. Question number 3. Spider, squirrel and proboscis are species of which animal? That one's not too bad this week, is it? You'll be all right with that one. Question number 4. Question 4. Which word can go after the following? Which word can go after harbour, quiz, and head to make 3 other words? So that's which word can go after harbour, quiz, and head to make 3 other words? Shout out to Clyde the Bulldog. Clyde's a good name for a bulldog with that face, isn't it? Hello, Clyde. Clydey, Clyde. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, you are. Question number 4 was the word that goes after harbour, quiz, and head. Question number 5. Desiree is a red-skinned, yellow-fleshed variety of which vegetable? That is, Desiree is a red-skinned, yellow-fleshed variety of which vegetable? Of course, a shout out to Laura Cusack, the Queen of Tooting. Saw someone running yesterday in Tooting who I thought was Laura Cusack. I was very sad when it wasn't. That's question 5. Desiree is a red-skinned, yellow-fleshed variety of which vegetable? not a pop star whose rhyming ability is horrible. Question number 6, bit of showbiz now for you. Question 6, which legendary comedian who died in 2003 aged 100 hosted the Oscar ceremony a record number of 19 times? Hello, Rocky, lovely to have you with us. That is, which legendary comedian, question number 6, who died in 2003 aged 100, hosted the Oscar ceremony a record number of 19 times? Those slightly more experienced members of your quiz team now really coming in handy. Jan, hello from LA. It's early there, isn't it? Well, midday. It's not that early, is it? After midday. No one's judging. Happy birthday to Stu Whiteley, by the way. Happy birthday, Stu. Hope you're having a good one. We've got a miniature schnauzer watching called Buzz. They're the ones with the little tashes and beards, aren't they, schnauzers? They sort of look like they're running their own detective agency, I always think. Buzz! Good boy! That was question 6 about the comedian who hosted the Oscars. Question 7, the name of which small nocturnal lizard comes from a Malay imitation of its distinctive cry? Yeah, how about that for a question? That is question 7, the name of which small nocturnal lizard comes from a Malay imitation of its distinctive cry? I think it means its call, not that it's sat there going, that sort of thing. Say hello to Coco, our neighbour's Doberman. What's that about? So if I say hello to it and it acts up, you laugh in the flat next door because you can hear them getting upset with it. Not playing these games. Dave the Whippet says hi. Hi, Dave. Shout out for Greg and Lizzie. Will you stop messaging now? You've got a cockapoo named Tilly. Hello, Tilly. Good girl. She is a good girl. That's question 7 then. The name of which small nocturnal lizard comes from a Malay imitation of its distinctive cry. Question number 8. When the Summer Olympics were held in South Korea in 1988, which sport was included for the first time with the home nation winning the men's singles and women's doubles? I'll read that again for you. Question 8. When the Summer Olympics were held in South Korea in 1988, which sport was included for the first time with the home nation winning the men's singles and women's doubles? Shout out to Cat Archibald, who got in a scrap, did he? Got in a fight with Dylan next door. Archie lost. Oh. Jordan, wish Mike a happy birthday. One of the regular men's too. Mike, good to have you here. Happy birthday, old buddy, old pal. Hi to Beth and Brad from Toronto. That one again then, just briefly, before we move on. Question 8. When the Summer Olympics were held in South Korea in 88, which sport was included for the first time with the home nation winning the men's singles and women's doubles? We shall move on to question number 9. In Roman numerals, what letter represents the number 500? That's in Roman numerals, what letter represents the number 500? Yeah. I feel like I should just add this could be in shot, can't it, at the very least? Look at that craftsmanship, lovely. Incidentally, there was no requirement to wear this on camera. There's been no commercial deal done, nothing. They just liked that and said, we just love to send you one. And that's nice, isn't it? Question 9. In Roman numerals, what letter represents the number 500? I'm going to have to put that away soon. Keep it safe for winter. Skiing. Hi from Smithy the Chiweenie. That's a Chihuahua and a... Got me there. Question number 10. What's the name of the US Vice President? Question number 10. What's the name of the US Vice President? Janet, you heard me on CBC Radio. That's very, very nice. It was a joy to speak to Mary on the tapestry thing. Yeah, what a lovely sounding woman she was. It was lovely. Shout out to your sister Alex, joining us from Milan for the first time, former resident of Tooting. Ciao, bella. Nice to have you here. So that's question 10, the name of the US Vice President. It's a Chihuahua Dachshund Cross. My goodness, I bet it is cross. Chihuahuas are angry little mites, aren't they? Johnny in Brighton, happy birthday. Question number 11. Which sea is bounded on the... Bounded? Sure. Which sea is bordered on the south by Venezuela, Colombia, and Panama, and on the west by Central America? Could well be bounded. Which sea is bounded on the south by Venezuela, Colombia, and Panama, and on the west by Central America? Hello from Tooting's own Ruler the Rescue Dog. Brilliant. Thank you. Doing all I can, doing all I can. I know our American friends think tooting is just the greatest word ever because it means farting. Kind of means that in English as well if you want it to. It's what the trains do, isn't it? Doot. Question 11. The sea bounded on the south by Venezuela, Colombia, and Panama, on the west by Central America. Question 12. In which organ of the body is bile produced? CSEA, yes, CSEA, yes. 12. In which organ of the body is bile produced? Doug, your wife's 37 today. Then let's you know. I mean, what I love is you said, "Come on, Nick. Joe Wicks ignored my efforts for a shout out for my wife's birthday." You not even told us her name. I mean, you're letting yourself down there. What a wasted opportunity, Douglas. Wasted opportunity, really. It's question 12. In which organ of the body is bile produced? All right. Says hello to her dad, Jerry Avery. She has to do it via here because they don't speak anymore. Question 13. Who had hits with A Boy Named Sue, Ring of Fire, and I Walk the Line? Who had hits with A Boy Named Sue, Ring of Fire, and I Walk the Line? That is question number 13. Question 13 there. Those three songs, who had hits with them? A Boy Named Sue, Ring of Fire, and I Walk the Line. Yes, could well have been So Solid Crew. 10 was indeed the name of the US Vice President. Those playing Catch Up. Okay. Shout out to Una, Michelle and Innes, who are playing from Glasgow. Hello from the Krusty Crew in Torquay. We always get a shout out from the Quizmaster. Will it happen again today? Just so happens it did. Shout out to Daisy Doo the puppy. Hoglog needs a snood too. It's an interesting shout. I think he's quite happy without. He's got enough going on anyway, I would say to you. That was 13 then. A Boy Named Sue, Ring of Fire, and I Walk the Line. Question number 14. Films. Which film features the characters Ron, Champ, Brick, and Brian, and the ups and downs of a San Diego-based TV station? One of my favourite films of all time. Question number 14. Which film features the characters Ron, Champ, Brick and Brian and the ups and downs of a San Diego-based TV station? Indeed, Rachel. There are lots of dogs asking for shout-outs, aren't there? That's question 14. Which film features the characters Ron, Champ, Brick and Brian and the ups and downs of a San Diego-based TV station? I'd say most of you have probably got that. Shall we move on? Question 15. 15. In which of Shakespeare's comedies is there a heroine named Hero? So in which of Shakespeare's comedies is there a heroine named Hero? Indeed, it escalated quickly, Heather. Nicely done. "15. In which of Shakespeare's comedies is there a heroine named Hero?" "16. Are we ready? What's the chemical symbol for tin? What is the chemical symbol for tin? That is question number 16. Chemical symbol for tin, number 16. All right, now we are after an actor that links these films. That was after 16, which is what is the chemical symbol for tin. Question 17, which actor links Ted, The Proposal and Green Lantern? So which actor links Ted, The Proposal and Green Lantern? Who dat? Who is it? Who is it? Got it? That's question 17. The actor linking the films Ted, The Proposal and Green Lantern. Scraggy around the ears, you say. How very dare you. By the way, searching through some of the hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz pictures last week, sort of finished doing the thing. I'm always running around, but just approaching 8 o'clock. I could be sat, relaxed, have the questions written by 4 in the afternoon, have a nice little walk, have dinner, you know, nice and chill. Doesn't matter. Somewhere between 7:45 and 8 o'clock, it lasts about 7 seconds, and I'm always like, ugh. So it's so nice by the end of the quiz to then go back and look on Twitter and Instagram, as I will, and see all of the pictures. And some of you are just hilarious in pulling some brilliant pics. Someone who's got, I can't remember your name, they're literally watching it on a massive projector screen. So he was up next to a massive thing of my face, about as big as my ego's getting. Yeah, it was very funny. So well done, and thank you for participating in it. It's good fun. Question 18 then. What musical written by Willie Russell is based in Liverpool, making its West End debut in 1983 and its Broadway debut in 1993? That is, what musical written by Willie Russell is based in Liverpool, making its West End debut in 1983 and its Broadway debut a decade later? What is the musical? Lizzie, you want to be featured on my Insta story myself? Well, I try and just pick out 2 or 3 to actually then put on my own story, because otherwise everyone who follows me is just going to get like 30 story pages of randoms. But maybe you all want to see them. You can just search hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz yourselves and enjoy it that way. I don't want to flood my timeline with too much rubbish. It's not rubbish. Perfect. Brilliant. Question 18. The musical written by Willie Russell, based in Liverpool, making its West End debut in 83. Broadway debut a decade later. Question 19. Which meringue-based dessert is named after a Russian ballerina with both Australia and New Zealand claiming to be the originators of its creation? So that's which meringue-based dessert is named after a Russian ballerina with both Aussie and New Zealand claiming to be the originators of its creation. My goodness, if it isn't one of my favouritists. Alex, you need some easier questions, dear. Fairly multicultural tonight. Bit of everything. We're really throwing it in there. Need a good spread of knowledge. Need a team. If you're playing on your own, and if your name's Alex Durrell, you're probably struggling. But it's nice to have you here, mate. It's nice to have you here. That's question 19. The meringue-based dessert named after a Russian ballerina with Australia and New Zealand fighting over it. Don't forget that if you are new here, before we have question 20, this is it's an honesty jar. It's the busker rule. If you've stayed long enough to take part, then you just feel the guilt and maybe or be benevolent, one of the two, and feel free to drop in a couple of quid or a couple of bucks into the PayPal link that is in the description. I am incredibly grateful. This is my main career now until the sport returns. So anything you can give, many of you are giving a lot very regularly every time you play. So I sometimes get messages after kind of 10 days, 2 weeks, going, oh, I haven't paid for about 3 weeks, so here's a tenner, and that's amazing, absolutely incredible. So thank you to everybody that's doing so. I'm very grateful. PayPal.me/rugby media is the link. It's in the description anyway of the live that we're on. Question 20 then, rounding off the first half. Which international women's football team, soccer team, which international women's football team is ranked the highest in the world? Which international women's football team is ranked the highest in the world? That is question 20. Question 20. And that rounds off the questions for the first half of Nick's Pub Quiz. Yes, that's right. Hello from Stoke, Duck. Julie's missed question 7. The name of which small nocturnal lizard comes from a Malay imitation of its distinctive cry. We're not doing all of them again as a recap, because life's too short. Yeah, those are your first 20 questions. I'll give you just another moment or two to have a little look-see and see if anything suddenly floods to the mind, and you can write it in. Apparently they've done a bit of a study on this. I heard this years ago on the radio, and it's helped me ever since. That if you are really struggling to think of something and you've got that moment, you're telling a mate and you're like, oh no, it was that thing, oh, I can't remember. If you genuinely just try and completely forget about what you're trying to get, do something else for a few minutes, there's something about that relaxed state of mind that will then go, zing, the answer. And I've tried it, it works, it really does, crazy. But there's some useless information for you. All right, should we go through the answers of the first half? I think we should. Okay, pens at the ready. Question 1, the capital of Nepal is Kathmandu, not Kathmandu, it's Kathmandu, the answer to question 1. Question 2, the currency of Hong Kong, it's the Hong Kong dollar. If you just put dollar, I'll accept it. A Hong Kong dollar is the answer to question 2. Question 3, spider, squirrel and proboscis are all species of monkey. Monkey, yes they are. Question number 4, which word can go after harbour, quiz and head to make 3 other words? Quiz master, headmaster and harbour master. If you put master, then please do give yourself a mark. Question number 5. The Desiree is a red-skinned, yellow, fleshy variety of a potato. Potato. Potato, correct. I've decided that's what I'm going to start calling potatoes. Potato, because you're sort of spelling it and saying it. You don't need to know that. Question 9. The legendary comedian who died in 2003, aged 100, Bob Hope, hosted the Oscars 19 times. Amazing. Bob Hope, the answer there. Question 7. The name of which small nocturnal lizard? It's a gecko. A gecko is your answer to question 7. Question 8. The Summer Olympics held in South Korea in 1988, the sport included for the first time was table tennis, and they did win the men's singles and women's doubles. Table tennis, your answer to question number 8. Question number 9, in Roman numerals, the letter that represents the number 500, it's a D. D for doggy. Woo! Dog. D. D is the answer to question 9. Question 10, what's the name of the US Vice President? It's Mike Pence. Mike Pence, the answer to question 10, or useless bag of... anyway, question 11. Which sea is bounded on the south by Venezuela, Colombia and Panama, and on the west by Central America? Caribbean Sea. Caribbean Sea. I noticed some of you put, is that the sea with what sea with a C or what C, S-E-A? Effectively the same. Caribbean Sea. Question 12. In which organ of the body is bile produced? It's the liver. Liver is your answer to question 12. Question 13. Who had hits with A Boy Named Sue, Ring of Fire, and I Walk the Line? Johnny Cash, of course, the man himself, Johnny Cash. Question 14, the film you're after there is Anchorman. Anchorman will give you a point. The Legend of Ron Burgundy, the subtitle, of course, brilliant film. Second one, not half bad either. Anchorman. Question 15, in which of Shakespeare's comedies is there a heroine named Hero? It's Much Ado About Nothing. Much Ado About No Thing. Is question 15 the answer. 16, chemical symbol for tin. Get it? SN. S for sugar, N. SN. Question number 17. Oh, we've got E.L. James with us this evening. What a privilege. It's only the writer of 50 Shades and the rest of it. Question 17. Which actor links Ted, The Proposal and Green Lantern? It's Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is the actor we wanted. Question 18, a musical written by Willie Russell, based in Liverpool. It did go to Broadway in 93. It was first out on the West End in 83. That was Blood Brothers. Blood Brothers, great musical. The answer to question 18. Question 19, the meringue-based dessert. Well, that's pavlova. That is pavlova. Question number 19, named after the Russian ballerina. Question 20, which international women's football team is ranked the highest in the world? It is the USA. USA, the American team. The answer to question 20. So that is the first half. Those are, you missed 16, what, in terms of questions or answers? Those have been the answers anyway. 18 Blood Brothers, 16 SN. Let's roll your scores through for that first half. Russ, Jem, Claire and Alex, aka 50 Shades of Pink, are on 19. E.L. James has got 18 out of 20, very educated. The Wild Swans, 19. Stephen Grant, 15. Alex, Amanda got 6 and you got 1, really. The Lovelace and Brewis team, 17. 17, Nameless Wonders, 17. Team Timmy, 11. 12 in Torquay. Angela Davis with 12. Rian's got 13. 14 out of 20 from Graham. Diane, 9 started okay, then fell away, just from the table in general because you were drinking since 4, or the quiz. 17 for Lockdown London FC. The answers for 8 and 12 again. Jordan, where were you? What were you doing? 8 was table tennis and 12 was liver. Honestly. 11 in Purbrook, 16 for Catherine, 10 out of 20 for Ellie and Luke Kalu, Greg and Lizzie with 18, Let's Get Quizzical 15, the Stripey Tootings with 15, Francie Pants 19 was that, How Are the Wandsworth Winos doing? I nearly missed that, 16, well done Mel and team, and yeah, Greg and Lizzie, I don't need your messages 17 times, so you're out of here. It's a 15 from the Wilmslow Wine Club, easy for you to say. Who else have we got? 10 out of 20s. 19 for the Peters family in Northwood. Very good. Were any of those 2 answer questions? I don't think they were they? They were all 1 answer. So that first one was out of 20. Please say happy birthday to Russell, as it was his birthday yesterday. Well, happy birthday yesterday, Russell. London Loopers on 15. Very good, everybody. Very well done. We've got a second half to come, so I'm just my beautiful assistant. It's a bit late to proceedings, really. Is not up to his normal standards. Luckily, I've still got some Van Rouge left. Rufus and Not Gay Goose, an embarrassing 7 is you're by yourself. But Hazel, you're taking part by yourself, and you're very welcome to do a little bit of gentle midweek quizzing, and perhaps a little tipple at the same time. Down it goes down into my belly, as they say. A big shout out to Doug Wilders for becoming a daddy. That's very exciting news. Congratulations there. Congratulations to you if it's your birthday during the week. We hope you're having a good one if you're coping with lockdown and all of this. And look, we'll be here on Saturday doing it all again. So make sure you join us then. What have we got? A few other scores here. Sedona Body and Soul. What was the answer to 15? Were you doing a meditation and that's why you missed it? Much Ado About Nothing. Much Ado About Nothing is what you want there. Can you say hi to our French Bulldog Dave? I thought I'd done that. Bass Street, true to form, from Little Peanut. Anyway, yes. I shall just, yeah, look forward to wearing it when it's a little cooler. Oh, it's been a little kid. It is, yes, Mrs. Johnson. I can't even say your name. The drink preparation up there is quite loud. Should be good, I'm being told. It doesn't matter how long a drink, how loud a drink's preparation is, just the fact that it's coming. Kay's got 10 out of 20. Kay, I can see your WhatsApp pop down, so you don't. If you can't message in the chat, that's fine. Oh, I'm going to be double parked if I don't see this off. Excuse me. Oh. Yes, celebrity hand. That's Tom. Say hi to Tom, everybody. Ooh. I should have finished that at a more leisurely pace. Thanks. No one wants to neck red wine, does it? Sorry, I was a bit eager there. Let it enter the shop first. Thank you, beautiful assistant. Cheers, everybody. The G&T is in the house. Of course, if you don't drink, that's absolutely fine. You might be having a cup of tea. It might be lunchtime or afternoons, wherever you are in the world. Yeah, we'll continue, shall we? You two all right? Yeah. Excellent. Okay, it's going to be the second half. A next pub quiz. That red wine's gone in. Yeah, second half, 20 more questions. Let's go. Question 21. You ready? Pens at the ready? Good. Question 21. Which composer wrote the scores for Crimson Tide, Gladiator, and Interstellar? Which composer wrote the scores for Crimson Tide, Gladiator, and Interstellar? Sue, you shouldn't mix your drinks. Absolutely, that's why I get Tom to mix them up for me. Thank you. Janet, has Tom made an instructional video on how to make your G&T? What, because it's a unique mix? I'm not fussy. Not that I'm taking the art away from his very high quality technique. Thanks, Emma. You're not so bad yourself. That was question 21. Which composer wrote the scores for Crimson Tide, Gladiator, and Interstellar? Nick, can you say hi to Emma and Mike, please? Hi, Emma and Mike from Charlotte. Question 22. At which golf course does the US Masters take place during the first full week in April? That is question 22. At which golf course does the US Masters take place during the first full week in April? Obviously, in normal times, not these times. By these times, I don't mean drunk on a Wednesday. Oh, Tommy, you've done a good one there. You really have. Oh, that's lovely. Excellent. That was 22. At which golf course does the US Masters take place during the first full week in April? Susie, shout out to your daughter Millie, who's playing with us today. Hey Millie, thanks for being here. Can you ask the Vivians to stop arguing over answers? Vivians, leave it. Just play on. It's fine. I know which of you's right anyway. Question 23. The Parthenon in Greece is a temple dedicated to which Greek goddess? The Parthenon in Greece is a temple dedicated to which Greek goddess? That is question 23. The Parthenon in Greece is a temple dedicated to which Greek goddess? Nick, I need to try mermaid gin made on the Isle of Wight. We've got our own gin in Tooting as well, the old Graveney gin. 22 again, please. Dozza, where were you? In the lav. 22. At which golf course does the US Masters take place during the first full week in April? Yes, Gemma, I assume that's what you meant. I can never see that type of comic without thinking of Airplane. I take my coffee like I like my men. That's 23. The Parthenon in Greece is a temple dedicated to which Greek goddess? Question 24. What was the name of the American activist in the civil rights movement best known for her pivotal role in the Montgomery bus boycott? That one more time for you. You may have that answer already. What was the name of the American activist in the civil rights movement best known for her pivotal role in the Montgomery bus boycott? Sarah, you've just slipped me 20 sheets. Unbelievable. Thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. PayPal.me/rugbymedia if you all want to be as generous. And I'll never quiz again. No, of course I will. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for your Wednesdays and your Saturdays and all the fun we're going to continue to have in lockdown, because it marks the week out, right? Hump day, then we've got a Thursday and a Friday, and then we all reconvene on Saturday and have a few and a lovely time. Doogie! That was 24 then. What was the name of the American activist in the civil rights movement best known for her pivotal role in the Montgomery bus boycott? Question 25. Milford Sound is a fjord in the southwest of which southern hemisphere country? That is, Milford Sound is a fjord in the southwest of which southern hemisphere country? Thanks, Ljubljana. Wednesdays and Saturdays are the best in self-isolation. So that's question 25. Milford Sound is a fjord in the southwest of which southern hemisphere country? Luke, you can probably take us with you, right? But go on, off you go, quick. Someone asking on my Insta, @NickHeathSport. It's all my channels, apart from this one, my YouTube, Rugby Media, my kind of production company name. That's why there's loads of other videos about rugby on here and stuff. But recently it's live commentary and pub quizzes. Hey, diversify. So yeah, @NickHeathSport on Instagram, @NickHeathSport on Twitter, @NickHeathSport on Facebook. I mean, those are all, and the TikToking. I do some of the TikToking. I just put videos on. I've not done the miming, dancing bit yet. Maybe that's to come. A little recap, 25. Milford Sound is a fjord in the southwest of which southern hemisphere country? Question 26. Are we ready? 26. What name is given to the dice game where the objective of the game is to score points by rolling 5 dice to make certain combinations? So what's the game? What name is given to the dice game where the objective is to score points by rolling 5 dice to make certain combinations? Are you a gamer? Not necessarily a video gamer? Love a good game. Haven't played enough games in lockdown, actually. What's that? Jeff, Liz, Ian, Alberta, Dave, Jan, Mark and George are competing in pairs, from 4 different venues. Very good. Very good. Tabletop gamer exclusively, says Kurt. Quite right, wearing those stripes with pride. I like it. What's your favourite? I'm a Cluedo lover myself. I really am. Hi, Alex and Amanda, says Jenny. Shout to the Durrells. Happy birthday to Nicola, too. 27. Do you need 26 again? The name of the dice game where you score points by rolling 5 dice to make a certain combination. Question 27. Oh, Gabrielle, you've got a Zoom meeting. Tell them you're playing Nick's Pub Quiz and that they should join in. Just patch me through. 27. Which small marine creatures make up the genus Hippocampus? That is, which small marine creatures make up the genus Hippocampus? Oh, there's gin in that. Hippocampus. Small marine creatures make up that genus. Kurt, where are you? You're saying it's a bit too early for a G&T. A G&T is it's an 11 o'clock drink if you wish it to be. Question 28. Laura, you need 21 to 25? I'm so sorry, I don't know what's happened, but we must crack on, I'm afraid. Question 28. In Canadian geography, which is furthest north? Vancouver or Montreal? If you know Canada, that's easy. If you don't, it's just the nature of it, isn't it? 28. In Canadian geography, which is furthest north? Vancouver or Montreal? My brother went to one at university and I went on holiday to the other more recently. Dick Lloyd's next. Oh yeah. That's 28. Canadian geography. Furthest north, Vancouver or Montreal? 50-50. Easy. Vancouver is a beautiful place. Lots of different bits to Vancouver as well. It's very cool. All right, question 29 then. Dit Lloyds, are we ready? I think someone else is helping with the questions here, which I'm very grateful for. What a beautiful community and lovely community you are. I just don't want to have to slow it down for everybody else more than I do by babbling rubbish between questions on a general basis. So Dit Lloyds, if you're new, a ditloid is a clue such as 18H on a GC. See, Alan has already put the answer up there because he knows I was going to say it, which would be 18 holes on a golf course. 18H on a GC, you'd write that down, you'd go, what does that mean? It would be 18 holes on a golf course. They all know. So, you're going to write down these two clues and work on them. Are we ready? 8P in a G. 8P for pig, in a G for gin. It's not 8 pigs in a gin. Made myself laugh. 8P in a G is your first clue. The second one. 0, the number, DC is 32 DF. Yes. 0 DC is 32 DF. That's the second one. 0 DC is 32 DF. All right, written both of those down. Got the pigs in the gin. Good. I don't think they're too tough. I'll give some clues if really needed. In a bit, Derek, it's that easy tonight. Well, Derek, some people. 10 more seconds on those. Ljubljana, loving the Ditloids. No clues. See, when you've got it, no clues. Too easy, Ditloid. Oh, look at everyone. It's easy now, isn't it? Well. Mitzi says it's her bra size, the old 32. D or F? We shall never know. Are we ready then? Moving on. Question 30. What is the name given to the satellite constellation being constructed by Elon Musk's SpaceX to provide satellite internet access? That is 30. What's the name given to the satellite constellation being constructed by Elon Musk's SpaceX to provide satellite internet access? And they've been visible, haven't they? And I'm not sure how I feel about it. Technology and evolution and clever stuff, great. But a whole load of space junk ruining the natural sky? Not sure I'm on board with that, old Mr. Muskie. Anyway, enough about my technological politics. Oh God, it's serious, isn't it? That's 30. What's the name given to the satellite constellation being constructed by Elon Musk's SpaceX to provide satellite internet access? Everyone's hoping it's Oslo. It's actually called Narnia. Yeah, I actually had to delete that question earlier, but I was so tempted to leave it in and just completely deadpan it. Maybe on Saturday, should we do that? And then if we've got any newbies, they just won't have a clue. All of us. Because there's a lot of you core people that do it on a Wednesday, but I think there's others that just go, oh, let's not bother with the Wednesday one, we'll come back on the Saturday. So maybe we'll bring back the old Narnia question on Saturday. Let's do it. Shh, our little secret. All right, music round now. And as always, we're going to mix up the years and the lyrics. So, it's a lot more boozy, says Luke. Yeah, he's talking about Saturday. Not true fans, I know. What's the point? All right, so I want some years for the following songs and artists. As a little clue here, by the way, just to help you along, these are successive decades. All right, so I don't mean by 10 years each, but they each feature within consecutive 10-year periods. So make of that what you will. The first one, Ain't Nobody Shaka Khan. Ain't Nobody Shaka Khan. Can you leave the Narnia question in so you can get what? Yeah, well, exactly. At least you get a point, won't you? Ain't Nobody Shaka Khan is question 31. I want a year. What year was it released? What year? All right. Ain't Nobody Shaka Khan. The year for that one is question 31. Question 32. You Learn Alanis Morissette. I'll hear my husband shriek in a minute. You Learn Alanis Morissette. It's our driving album. They are Dit Lloyds. Dit, D-I-T for Tommy. Dit Lloyds, not Dip Lloyds. So, whoever asked the question. 32. Name the year. You Learn Alanis Morissette. The lyrics are coming. There's a couple of lyrics in here. We mix it up. Some people hate one, some people hate the other. That's just the way it goes. Shout out to your husband Pete and the cat Shadow. Oh. 33. Name the year. Mr. Brightside, The Killers. So those three. Ain't Nobody Shaka Khan, 31. You Learn, Alanis Morissette, 32. Mr. Brightside, The Killers, 33. They are in consecutive decade periods. Mel is very keen to let herself be known to E.L. James. Maybe you can drop my friend Mel a message. Who's keen to do things with Gay Goose in the Red Room, apparently. She's a feisty sort. Humping Hippos for the win. Exactly. All right, question 34. We are on to some lyrics. Are we ready? 2 lyrics questions coming up. You just need to tell me the name of the song. The artist is a Brucey bonus, but I want the song title. So here we go. Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. Yeah, come on. That's easier. Who's E.L. James, Emma? E.L. James is the author of 50 Shades of Grey and other novels in the series. One of my recent followers on Twitter, and now joining us for Nick's Pub Quiz. I am truly honoured. Question number 34. The lyrics. Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. Yeah, most of you would have got that from the first 3 words, I imagine. There we go. Mel is putting it all out there. E.L. James, an absolute hero within erotic literature as well as my bedroom. Question 35, the lyrics. Stopped into a church, I passed along the way. Stopped into a church, I passed along the way. That is 35. The lyrics, I want the song title. I'm good friends with Mel Day. You don't need a restraining order on her. She's just, you know, a little bit Australian. So the two lyrics. Tommy used to work on the docks, union's been on strike, he's down on his luck, it's tough. And then stopped into a church, I passed along the way. Song titles, please. And we move on in a moment. Thank you again to all of you that are contributing. If you can afford a quid per head, or a few quid per household if there's more than one of you and there's 5 of you or whatever, 2 or 3 quid. Bang on, that's lovely. It makes a big difference. I check into my PayPal, see a little bit from all of you. Warms the cockles of my heart, gives me the energy to write a few more questions and come back and join you all again in a few days' time. So thank you for all of you who are brilliantly and generously contributing. It means an awful lot. The link to the PayPal is in the description of the video, as most of you know, and if you're new, that's how it works. And if you're furloughed or you're having a tough time or you haven't got any money, that's okay. You're just as welcome as everybody else. But those of you that are contributing, I am very, very grateful, and thank you very much indeed. Question 36. In the TV series The West Wing, who played President Josiah Bartlet? So, in the TV series West Wing, who played President Josiah Bartlet? If you tune into some of the England Touch videos, you can hear the lovely Mel Day doing a bit of commentary. And she's not shy of an innuendo. As I always say though, if you want an innuendo, I'll give you one. That's question 36. In the TV series West Wing, who played President Josiah Bartlet? Question 37. Got the actor there? Question 37. Seasonal allergic rhinitis, frequently caused by pollen, commonly known as what? That one should be a little easier for you. Seasonal allergic rhinitis, R-H-I-N-I-T-I-S, seasonal allergic rhinitis is frequently caused by pollen. It's commonly known as what? That's question 37. Just a few more to go in our little midweek meetup. 37. Seasonal allergic rhinitis, frequently caused by pollen, is commonly known as what? By the way, last night we finished, I sort of half dragged Tom along with me, The Stranger on Netflix with Richard Armitage and Dervla Kirwan, who isn't in it very long. God blimey. I mean, I would say spoiler alert, but if you haven't watched it, then I'm sparing you. Don't bother. I had to watch it to the end because the plot was becoming so ridiculous and the acting so bad. I was like, I just need to get it out of my brain and work out what the writer was getting to and where it was going. Oh, so bad. Absolutely terrible. Question 38. Who was the original voice of the Muppets character Kermit the Frog? Who was the original voice of Muppets character Kermit the Frog? It was Rubbish Brad. Yes, and Michael, yes. God, awful. Richard Armitage isn't a bad actor. He was in Spooks. He was pretty good in that. He had to try and act with one hand behind his back with the script that they gave him. And Siobhan Finneran, is it, who played Jo the cop? I thought she was pretty good, the detective. Thought she was very good. But then it got weird, like she turns up at 10 o'clock at night on a Thursday and she's like, oh, I've got some information about your wife. Do you want a beer? Sure. What? What are you doing? Anyway, I rant, I do. 38, who was the original voice of the Muppets character Kermit the Frog? Question 39. Sue's newbie question. You can go back. It gets uploaded onto YouTube within a couple of hours and then it's there for you to take part in. There's another 12 before this, if this is your first one. Oh, yes, indeed. Question 39. Which cocktail is made with vodka, lime juice, triple sec and cranberry juice? That is, which cocktail is made with vodka, lime juice, triple sec and cranberry juice? Hello to Mickey, Dan and Val. It's a tough one today. I mean, every quiz, a few people say, tough one. Stumbled across E.L. James's one of her favourite cocktails. That's question 39. Which cocktail is made with vodka, lime juice, triple sec and cranberry juice? We're approaching question 40, team. Once again, our time together is coming to an end before we obviously do the answers. It's been lovely having you here again for this Wednesday. It's heartwarming when I get on and just before I press live, the old numbers tell me who's ready and waiting. It's great. It's like 800 people. Let's do this. Awesome and amazing. So thank you for keeping coming back. Question 40. The yellow jersey is worn by the leading rider in which famous cycling race? That is, the yellow jersey is worn by the leading rider in which famous cycling race? And no to whoever was asking, no more TV appearances in the pipeline after this morning, and have I got news for you last week? Question 40, the yellow jersey is worn by the leading rider in which famous cycling race? Those are your questions for your Wednesday Nick's Pub quiz. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bo! That's right. Hopefully you have got a moment to check over your answers because we are about to go through them. Misfits logo. Shout out to the Fits. All right. Excuse me. Little windy pops. Question 21. Ready to go through the answers? Have you swapped papers? Have you done that? Good. Question 21. Which composer wrote the scores for Crimson Tide, Gladiator and Interstellar? It was Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer, composer for 21. 22. Augusta is the answer you wanted. That's the golf course that the US Masters takes place in, Augusta. Cool, blimey. Very burpy. Excuse me, 22. Question 23. The Parthenon in Greece is a temple dedicated to which Greek goddess? Athena. Athena is your answer there. Question 24. The name of the American activist is Rosa Parks. Of course it is. Rosa Parks, who was on the famous Montgomery bus boycott. Question 25. Milford Sound is in New Zealand. In the southwest, on that South Island, not a million miles from Queenstown. It is New Zealand, the answer to question 25. Question 26, Yahtzee. Yahtzee is the answer, Y-A-H-T-Z-E-E, if you want to have spelled it right, but any form of spelling is right for Yahtzee. Question 26, or Yahtzee, if you want to say it like that. Question 27, seahorses are the genus Hippocampus, the marine lot seahorses. Is the answer to question 27. 28, in Canadian geography, which is furthest north, Vancouver or Montreal? It's Vancouver, of course it is, up there on the western side, Vancouver. All right, the Ditloids. You seem to be pretty happy with this lot, I have to say. 8p in a G, it's 8 pints in a gallon, not pigs in gin. 8 pints in a gallon, And then 0 DC is 32 DF. Of course, it's 0 degrees centigrade is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Give yourself 2 marks if you got both of those. Well done, team. Question 30. The space junk that Elon Musk is making a mint out of is Starlink. Starlink is your answer there to question 30. Now we're into the music. How well did you do on the years? We have name the year for Ain't Nobody Shaka Khan, 1983. If you put 1983, give yourself a point. If you were 1 year out, give yourself a half a point either side. Question 32, you learn Alanis Morissette, 1995. If you got that on the nose, give yourself a point, half a point a year either side. And then Mr. Brightside, The Killers, 2003. 2003 is your answer there. So in terms of decades, we had 83, 95, 2003 for your answer to 31, 32, 33. Question 34, living on a prayer. Of course, Bon Jovi is a little bonus for your own mind, but I just want a point for living on a prayer. That is question 34. 35, stopped into a church I passed along the way. California Dreamin' by the Mums and the Papas. California Dreamin' is what I wanted there. So I hope you managed to get that. Question 36. In the TV series The West Wing, who plays the president? It's Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen. That is the answer to question 36. Question 37. Seasonal allergic rhinitis, of course, is best known as hay fever. Hay fever, or on the old Nokia 3210, gay fever, which is something else entirely. Question 38. Who was the original voice of the Muppet character Kermit the Frog? It was Jim Henson. Jim Henson, of course, for the Muppets. And 39, E.L. James's favourite, or one of her favourite cocktails, is the Cosmopolitan. Vodka, lime juice, triple sec and cranberry juice. The Cosmo, of course, a favourite on Sex and the City as well. And then rounding things off for question 40. And a chance once again to say thank you all for taking part before you disappear. And a final reminder, paypal.me/rugbymedia is where you can pop in your entry fee, your contributions, whatever you can afford and fancy. I'm very, very grateful. Question 40 then, of course, the final answer was the Tour de France. Thank you, Joe Magnus, for taking part. Thank you to all of you for being here. 35 out of 40, Grace. Not bad at all. Those are your answers for Nick's Pub Quiz. So let's see who we got, how we did. Katie got 39. Very good. 50 Shades of Gay got 35.5, 20.5, 14 out of 20 in there. Joe Magnus got 28, Chris Dawden got 33, Neil Price got 30.5, 31 for the ones with winos, 23 for Ellie, 26 from Team Cornish, Chuffed, 14.5 from Lovelace Brewis, they weren't paying attention. Gav McGee got 31.5, Team Clueless from Cyprus got some points, London Loopers got 31, 32 from Ljubljana. Thank you from some first-time players who loved it, but you might need some teammates indeed. The Holdings got some points too. It's scrolling very quickly. 32 out of 40 from Ljubljana, 35 from Valerie Simpleton, who sounds like she should have been a kids' TV presenter, but that's Singleton. 36.5 for the Peters in Northwood. 16, thank you, Patty. And I'm glad E.L. James enjoyed herself. Fantastic fun, good. Hope to see you back here on Saturday. 26 for the Sinclairs in Newcastle. 31, Greg and Lizzie. 35, 12.5, Rosencrantz and Guildenston. 26, 21 in Hartlepool. Laura, 22. Norfolk an Idea. 18, 34.5, screams Hayley Ann. Gary says 30. Laura says 22. Team Rainbow, 34.5. Oh, it's just turning into be quite the session. 33.5 the Insulators, and it goes on. Team Sharga 40. Well, that is possibly the biggest score if it's true. Very well done. Will Simpson 28. Well done, everybody. That's your Wednesday. You've just got a Thursday and a Friday to get through now. Listen, I really appreciate you being here. Cheers to all of you, and I'll see you in a few days for Saturdays, 8 o'clock, as we always are. Braden 33.5. I like it. Nick's Pub Quiz. See you then.